Okay, y'all. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. A lot going on. So I um want to start out with a conversation I had yesterday. One of my good friends. We have a kind, I guess it's a pact. I don't know what it is. An agreement that when one person calls the other person and says, "You got 8 minutes," that means stop the presses. That means call me right now. And we've never used it. We've never, called in our 8 minute, but she called me yesterday and said, "Do you have 8 minutes?" Now, where 8 minutes came from was from, I want to say Joe Dispenza. It could have been somebody else, but I think it was Joe Dispenza, where they basically say that 8 minutes is all it takes to change somebody's, you could save a life. Because people like me and people like her are not typically folks who are going to say, "Hey, I'm in trouble," and not like with the law. It's, "I need help. I need help. I need you. I need somebody." We're not likely to do that. So, but when you say I need 8 seconds, what this agreement, what he was saying was that in 8 seconds, you can basically transform, you can stop somebody from taking their life, you can change the trajectory of someone's day. And so that's just kind of our deal. When you say you got 8 minutes, do you have 8 minutes? And so she called me, texted me yesterday and said, "Do you have 8 minutes?" And I was like, okay. And so I call and I say, "Hey, 5 minutes go by," crying the whole time. No words, just crying. And so I wanted to give her that space to just get it out. After 5 minutes, she says, "I just can't." And it's so interesting when people say that, or when you know, like, it's resonant. You feel it. You feel it. And a lot of us feel like, "I just cannot." And it would be nice if it were, "Oh, there's financial problems," or, "Oh, my children are acting up," or, "Oh, there's a health check," something that you could say, "Ooh, this thing is a lot." But when there's just a general experience of unwell, a general experience of lack of safety, lack of psychological safety, when you just, everything that was just feels like it's not for a lot of people, it's it's hard. And so I was there with her and she's crying and I'm crying because I can't do anything. But it was a different kind of cry. It was a different kind of despair that I've never heard. So I was like, okay, just listen, just be. That's all I could do. Because one, I didn't know exactly what was wrong, but I knew what was wrong. It was just everything. And so I said, okay, let's just, and she's like, I don't even know where to begin to tell you of what I'm feeling because it's everything. It's it. I'm like, well, what's it? It's like it. It's it. It's it. And I'm like, yeah, I get it. I get it. So it's just really, she's not the only one that's feeling that way, right? And I've had moments of feeling that way in the last week or two where I'm just, I can't. I can't not. And so, I just want to acknowledge that a lot of folks are just trying to figure it out, trying to figure out what this new thing is, what their reality is. And I also want to say that, I've been saying a lot about go start that business, get out, go find your joy, go. And I think that's a heavy lift to ask folks these days. Like, all this uncertainty and you're going to go start a business with more uncertainty, right? And so there's that for me to I've been doing some rethinking about just, blanketly saying go do this thing when there's so much going on. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, so ask for 8 minutes. Start the 8 minute routine or, ritual with your friends. We got to ask. We got to ask. We got to reach out. We have to connect. You got to, because I don't know where she would have been if I didn't have, we didn't have that agreement. Because she was just, I could feel the despair in a way that I've never felt in her. And you just don't know. And I don't want to ever be left with the, what could I have done or said or what, you know. So create that with people. You got 8 minutes, and that means it is your time, it is your moment. You got the mic, do whatever, you know, I'm here for you. So there's that. Second thing is, because of that, and because of the reality, and because of my knowing that a lot of people are just like feeling things, but we don't have a place and a mechanism to just talk about the things and just be. Yeah, you have therapists, that's different. Yeah, you have your church community and your church services, that's different. Yeah, you have your girlfriends that you just get together and talk, that's different. I'm talking about, where is that place where we can just be? Maybe you have questions, maybe you don't. Maybe we just have music going, something that we're just there and breathing. And maybe somebody's like, here's what's on my heart today. And there's three other people and we all pour into that person. It could look different every time. So all this to say that I am creating such a space. February 12th, that's Thursday. That's going to be the first Roho Rest Hour. Now, there's Roho Rest Hour podcast. That's a different thing. Roho Rest Hour, where it is just, are you seeing what's going? Wait, are you seeing what's happening? Because okay, what do you need? What kind of reason? Here's what I need. I need some support, or I need an idea. I need, what can we do just to make it just this much better, and be surrounded by people who are committed to that for you and for ourselves collectively. So, Thursday, February 12th is going to be the first Rojo Rest Hour from 12 to noon Pacific time. That's going to be for my friends in Texas. That's going to be 2 o'clock. For my friends on the East Coast, that's going to be 3 o'clock. So I'm just going to open up a Zoom bridge, y'all. It's not going to be heavy with no takeaways, no homework, no, unless we decide in the moment that that's something we want to be held accountable for. You can ask, like, I need accountability for this. Next time you see me, ask me, how am I doing on that thing? But I do not want this to be a prescribed, intense. It's just what you need it to be in the moment. And so that's going to be the first one. I'm going to do it every other week. So it's going to be on the 12th is the first one, and then 2 weeks after that. And then we're just going to go every 2 weeks on a Thursday from 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then if we get to a point where, like, we might need one in the evening because I can't make this one, we'll figure that out. We may need to have some action items or so that we'll figure that out. But right now, this is about 8 minutes. This is about time to just breathe and to be. That's it. You have to be Substack, a Substack subscriber. I'm only doing it with my you know what I'm saying, Substack crew. Um, that's it. Everybody on my Substack community are like people. They're not subscribers. They're my people. So that is why I'm doing it that way. If you have somebody who's interested in wanting to attend, they would need to be a Substack subscriber, and then we can add them and they can come on. They have to come through you. I don't want just people off the. They have to be your community, your people. I trust you, and therefore I'm trusting the extensions of you. So you can recommend, or you can send people, you can have them subscribe, but I need, in fact, on the subscription, I think I may figure out a way to have you say, who are you connected to? Because I'm holding you accountable for who you're bringing into this space, because it will be sacred space. Finally, I want to share this with you. Let me put my glasses on. Put my glasses. So these are mustard seeds, okay? These are mustard seeds. I want to show you how much faith you got to have. Not much. This is, God dang it. Here we go. Oh, here we go. I lost my faith, girl. I lost my faith. I lost my faith. Okay, here it is. This is a mustard seed right here. Can you see that? That's all. That's just that much faith. Just that much faith, right? Faith the size of a mustard seed. And so when we're talking about having faith, I just want to share this with you. This is a jar full with mustard seeds, and it's just about reminding you to write down your dreams. Typically, I put things in here. I put little notes in here, and I just pray. And there's nothing in here because what I've been praying for has been happening. So now I'm like, oh, I need to put some new prayers in here. And so once the prayer comes through, I take that out and make room for new prayer and new things that I desire. And so you put your faith in there. You now I gotta say I gotta give you this is not my idea. I got this about 10 years ago somewhere, and I am going to let the person know that I'm going to use this with this community, or I'm going to share this with this community. But yeah, you put it in, this is what I pray for, you have faith, you make a plan, and it's just a visual and for people who need to do things in their prayer and meditation and things that you want. So just something that I'm going to share. I'll put this in the I'll put all the information of where to get it. I don't even know if she's still around, but I will do my best to cite her and give her credit for it. So again, this is just a way for you to capture for your faith and a reminder. This is all it takes. You just got to believe just a little bit, and God will match and blow things out of the water. So anyway, that's it. Dang, 13 minutes. Okay. More information to come. I'll have the final information about what's going to happen in the next Roho Rest Hour or Roho Monday, and we'll go from there. Talk to you soon. Be well. Take care of yourself. Check in on your people, and let's start letting people know when we need help and when we're struggling and when we're in despair. Okay. Talk to you later. Bye.